Alright, so it's this puppy again. Also, and it's probably, I don't know what time it is. It's it's not as cold as it was, but I took that Greyhound off the tiller and I put this this Hemi Predator engine on it, so yeah, and I just took the truck muffler off and I put the stack on it, or yeah. So I've kind of put some wood down in there that I chopped up because I did this at some point and I forgot about it. Then I put the stack on the engine and fired it up, and it was starting to smoke, and then it just started spitting wood out everywhere, so that was pretty funny. I also had to restring the pull starter, wherever the recoil start, because it broke, so I used some paracord. It should fire right back up. I just had it running. Let's see, one hand. Looks like it's just gonna try and fly off every second, so I gotta get that back on. I gotta get that lined up again because it decided to back off some while I was tilling over there yesterday, and yeah, it decided to move the belt to be really tight, or I couldn't tension it or untension it, so whatever. But yeah, that's that. This engine hasn't, like, whenever we got this engine, it didn't run right at all, so I figured, well, it's probably just a carburetor issue, but I still wanted to try and see if the carburetor was the issue or not, so I put this gas tank on it off the Greyhound, and yeah, it has non-Hemi parts on it, like a non-Hemi carburetor and the tank, but it works fine. And so I got that one off of there because it was like every time you'd give it gas it would just like stall, so I put that carburetor off the Greyhound, which came off of that one originally, on this one, so it runs good. I have the throttlage adjusted, so it's tight to where for tilling you just go full send or not. So yeah, there's a few things I gotta fix on this tiller, like put the belt tensioner back on it, and stuff like that. The guard is trying to fall off, and eventually I'm gonna try and get the tires off, but I tried and they didn't want to come off, so I'm just gonna leave them there for now. Oh, and another thing is that this engine, it's got a bad valve cover gasket, and it leaks some. Not very much, just a little drop every once in a while. So nothing to worry about. I had to put some oil in it before I started it up and ran it. But I don't have the vent line for the gas tank hooked up to anything, because I mean, it doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about dirt getting in the gas tank while you're tilling. But it's only got 3 bolts holding it down too, so that's the fun part of it. It's probably this is a very efficient little engine, and it has over half a tank of gas. I gotta fix that. But that Greyhound, it's actually a pretty old engine compared to, well, older than what I thought it was going to be. It is from 2009, so it's 11 years old. And it ran fine whenever I had it on there. That engine is, I think, a 2015. Oh, it's dripping oil even more now. You see it on the ground. That one's newer than that one. That one's a 2014. That one's a 2015. And yeah, I'll have to fix that head gasket, or no, valve cover gasket, with probably some cardboard and some gasket maker, or not gasket glue. There we go. My God. And yeah, I'll also take this spark plug off, because the spark plug on this engine is a performance one. I did originally have that on the go-kart engine, and so what I did whenever I was fixing this one up the first day we got this tiller, is I just took the spark plug off of that engine and put it in this one. So I'll just put the performance one on the engine that's going to be on the tiller. Eventually I'll probably put this one on the go-kart. This one was the original engine that came on that go-kart frame, which this go-kart frame is pretty cool. It's pretty old. It's an old, I think it's a Roboss one. You know, it's a little one-wheel peeler. All that good stuff. There's hardly any air in the tires, but I still drove it around like that. Back passenger doesn't have a tube in it. Oh, there's a carburetor. I think that's the original one that came off that tiller engine, but it's frozen. The driver tire is full of air. The front passenger has got more air in it than the front driver. I mean, you can see the difference. Front driver's bald, but yeah. And that tiller only had that belt on it, that one belt on it whenever we got it. But it doesn't matter. I don't really care if it blows up while I'm using it. It feels good. Feels real good.